Okay. Should be alive.
Hello.
Game music. Mic setup is good. Controller works. All that's good. So we're going into chapter 8. Last we left off, the Oriole had risen from another dimension, and everything has kind of went to shit a bit.
Yeah, because ornaments no longer work. Whether or not we get to use S-crafts and whatnot, who knows? I'm kind of doubting it, but you know.
Yeah, this is potentially going to be very interesting, so let's see how this goes.
I always go with the chapter starts off with this music.
Yeah.
What is?
Well, I mean, this is Sky Venice, I'm almost certain.
Probably. I don't know. I can't verify yet, so... Okay, there we go. What is that thing? It's huge! Ridiculously huge!
That thing must be more than 5,000 arg across. It's like a giant floating island. No, look closely. The base is artificial. It's more a floating city than an island.
A city?
Well, we can't just sit here. Alright guys, listen up. We are getting on to that flying city island.
Oh, goodness.
What?
Seriously?
Of course I'm serious. I've never been more serious. If those society fools have brought that thing back, then think. It must be full of incredible treasure, enough to pay our debts 10 times over. You've gotta be kidding me. We can't just go waltzing into something that huge. Gisette, back me up here.
Honestly, at this point, I bet there are things in the city I want too. Like, beyond treasure.
Oh, radio, save me.
Kyle does have a point though. Things have been weird all day, so we should probably be careful. I mean, for starters, the radio's been silent for ages.
That is true. Guild and army transmissions are one thing, but even civilian channels are dead, which is... Huh? What?
A wave of light? Oh god, they're gonna die. Yep. Yeah! I was kind of wondering how the fuck they were up in the air, but alright.
What happened? Report. Boss, big problem. The generators and flight engines have cut out. All of them.
You would think they'd be falling if those had cut out, right?
Well, presumably they probably are. What? That or they're gliding.
Oh, wait, that means...
We're really in trouble now. The flight field from the engines is dissipating. Okay. Bobcat's not answering her helm at all either. You're kidding!
I mean, we can't do anything?
There's only one thing we can do at this point.
Right?
What?
What?
Pray to Adios that it's not our time to be called to heaven.
That's what I was looking for.
Screaming?
Lots of screaming. It was one of those cartoon moments of like, you don't realize you're falling until you look down.
Chapter 8. Land of Chaos. The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, the second chapter.
What's such a cartoon moment?
A little bit.
Lol. Oh! Does anyone have a canoe? Man, things are fucked.
So that's what the light show at the towers was about. But you kids pulled off a genuine miracle this time. Let me give you your reward first. ADS knows you've earned it. We received payment for the tetracyclic towers. 10k plus 9. Still, what madness we've fallen into. I never thought being deprived of ornaments would throw us into this much chaos.
That's what you get for relying on one fucking technology for ages. No kidding. Sort of makes you realize just how dependent we've become on orbital power.
It's true. Communication, transportation, defense, production. Every single major function of society is effectively paralyzed at this point.
For most people, I think the real worry will be in the lights in the kitchen. From the sounds of it, the city was really in a tizzy last night.
That's being kind about it. People were mobbing the guild house, the orbital workshop, the mayor's mansion, all demanding answers. It was awful. Everyone wanted to know what had happened, and I had no answers to give. Frenzied fools practically kept me up all night. Ugh.
I see. Sorry, Lugram.
With the floating city on top of all this crap's getting dire. Feels like we're one step away from a friggin' panic. Well, the people of Liberal love peace, so I do not personally expect a riot immediately. Should the situation continue for too long, however, people may begin to lose hope. Yes, we must do something about this, and quickly. So then, everyone. What's this plan you said Russell has to bring back the dead, turn water to ambrosia, and save us all?
Bring back the dead? Well...
Professor Russell's come up with a new invention that isn't too far off. This, everyone, is my latest invention, the zero field generator.
Kinda forgot he was on the ship with us, so thank fuck he's on the ship with us. Zero feel what now?
Put simply, you are aware of the special warp field the Gospels produce, yes? This is a circuit which produces a field to nullify that warp via resonance with...
That does not really qualify as simple under any definition.
If I understand correctly, Professor, this can actually reverse the orbital shutdown phenomenon? I was gonna say, like that's the only way you can really regain combat power.
Right. Yeah, thank you, Joshua, for putting it in Estelle terms. Wait, what? Is that true, Professor?
Prevent it more specifically, but just so. Ultimately, the shutdown phenomenon is just orbital energy being absorbed by the Gospels. Where the energy went was a mystery, but having come this far, I think we finally have an answer.
The floating city to the Oriole.
Is the only answer which makes sense. The Oriole uses the little holes between dimensions generated by devices, which we call Gospels, to cause the phenomenon. Gospels are, all things considered, small holes, so the area affected was thankfully minor. With the Oriole made manifest once again, however, that area has grown immensely. Enough to engulf the entirety of Liberal and even beyond our borders, I'd imagine.
Thank you, Russell. Thank you, because that was a small gripe I had. As you remember, Tyler, hopefully.
I do.
Cool. All of Liberal.
So that's what's causing all this. Yes, I find it likely that every ornament in the country, without exception, has stopped working. However, this zero field generator can stop the interference of the Oriole. Which is to say, put it next to an ornament and that ornament will work just fine.
Wow! Professor, that's amazing!
So, we fire that thing up and everything's cool then. Not quite, I'm afraid. The area this prototype can protect is limited. It can shield at most an ornament you could carry in 2 hands.
That's small. Aww.
Well, hell, that kind of limits what we can do, doesn't it? The other problem is, I only have so many of them. Even as a favor for Cassius, I could only put 16 of them together.
16? That's actually a lot, if anything. Wait, Dad asked you for these?
Yes, he requested that I work on these a while back, actually. I scarcely even imagined a crisis on this scale at the time, but it seems he did.
I see. It's because Cassius is a fucking genius.
Yep. Just as I'd expect from Cassius. Always seeing further than any other man.
Fucking hell, no wonder why you got so high in the military.
That being the case, though, pretty clear how we should use these things, I think. Ah, you're a sharp one, Father.
I don't quite follow.
So, in a crisis like this, the thing you need more than anything else is fast, accurate communication. Whether it's about the society throwing bears at people or where goods need to be taken, if you can't communicate, you're up a creek. Meaning, they should be used to restore communication devices all over Liberal. Is that about the size of it? Bingo.
Here's a good idea. For the military, not being able to use our guns or airships is dire. Not having communication between headquarters and our forces is even more serious, however. We should restore communications between Grancel Castle, the Hawking Gate, and Lyston Fortress ASAP. The guild's in the same boat, in a way. If branches can't get in touch, it'll be hard to mount any response to anything that might happen.
Sounds as if we're all in agreement then. Well then, Captain Swartz. I'll provide 10 zero-field generators to the Royal Army. That should give you enough to cover the RCL, the capital, the gate, Lyson, and all regional posts.
You have my thanks, Professor. I'll order my men to distribute them immediately.
And the remaining 6 to the go to the Bracer Guild. That should be enough to restore the phone in each guild branch.
I'll get right on it.
We'll see them safely there. What? You can get the phone working? That would be a great help. Please, set up that 0 whatever it is right away.
No problem.
Tita, would you do the honors?
Sure. Give me a second.
Tita opened the lid to the phone and put the ZFG inside.
Okay. Done. It's all set to go.
That was kind of faster than I thought it'd be.
All you really need to do is put it in the right spot inside the phone. Okay, now for the moment of truth.
Tita flipped the switch on the phone. Oh!
You did it! Nice. Looks like it really does let orbital devices work. So next I need a test to see if the phones will actually connect. I'll try calling Grandpa. He's on the RCO, which should have a working phone.
Tita dialed in a phone number.
Hello? Ah, Grandpa! Yeah, it's me. I'm at the guild house in Bose right now. Yeah, it's okay. It works great. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, I will. You do your best too, Grandpa. Hehe. I think it's connecting okay. No kidding.
Professor Russell saved us again, it seems. I'll have to drown Russell in beer and steak next I see him.
Like, fuck the bracers, fuck the army. Russell's the man. Russell's the one saving us.
I mean, though, like, legit. Speaking of thanks, Russell seems to be aboard the RCL still, but where did the princess and that churchman get off to?
Oh, they both headed to Grand Cell at dawn with Captain Schwartz. Chloe said she wanted to talk to the Queen, and Kevin said something about the Archbishop, I think. Oh fuck, we don't have a Chloe.
We do not. I see. I imagine the royal family and the church have their own crisis to deal with right now. The good news is they agreed to deliver a zero field generator to the Capital Guildhouse for us. I would expect to get a call from Elnan at some point. Excellent. Coordinating with him will help. You lot are off to the remaining guild houses, I take it.
Yep, that's the plan. What I'd really like to deal with is the floating city, but wouldn't we all?
I mean, yeah.
It seems like our society friends are already there too.
We can't lay a damn finger on them with our airships grounded. Pfft, real heroic spot to be in, huh? There's little point in flogging ourselves over it. Right now, we must focus on what can be done. Yeah.
Yes, let's get to it.
Please form your party. You may choose 2 other members aside from the mandatory members.
So, may I point something out to you?
Sure.
I don't know if you've been keeping track of math, but we were given 6 devices. 1 went to Grand Cell.
Right.
1 is now landed in Bose. Ironically, we have 4 left.
Uh-huh.
So you should be able to equip them to your party members, but with each branch we visit, we do lose 1.
Okay.
So for now, we actually can use our S-crafts and arts and whatnot. But as we continue on, we will lose that ability.
Oh, goody. Love that.
Well, at least our arts. Again, S-crafts up in the air. I'm pretty sure we can't use them, but that's just me speculating.
Ready?
I can't verify that.
That's what I'm thinking.
I would agree, only because we will need Tita later on, apparently. Anyway, so.
Yeah, it's probably because of the healing ability that she gets.
I think plot-wise, but that works
Oh,
too.
okay. Well, she's the only one with a craft heal available to us now, because we have lost the father and Olivier.
And Chloe.
Yeah, so no one else has a craft heal ability.
Yeah.
So this is what we're gonna rock.
I mean, that's fair. Like, if you hadn't picked Tita, I was gonna suggest Agate anyway, only because he's a good physical fighter.
Yeah.
But, like, otherwise, Zin's useless. Oh, goodness, now I get to lead us through this fucking adventure.
Oh, hello there, Aldera.
Hi, Aldera! I'm back to you crazy part of that. God, I wish Olivier was with us. Anyway. Okay. Obviously, airship travel is right out for this, so we'll be walking. Where should we go first, Roland or Ruan?
Neither choice is better than the other, really. All of the guild houses need working phones, so all we can do is pick a direction and go.
Point. I think Joshua has a point. I suspect there'll be people who need our help no matter where we go, so we should just get to it. I hope we can help all the people in trouble. Yeah, okay then.
During the shutdown phenomenon, only characters equipped with a zero field generator can use orbital arts. Equip a generator in the accessory slot to use it. Furthermore, as Tita uses an orbital cannon, she cannot act in any way other than movement or her gunpowder powered cannon impulse S-craft without a generator.
Okay, so she can use her S-craft without a generator. That's good to know.
Okay.
But that's a neat thing to learn about. She can't use anything without that fucking ZFG. Goddamn.
Yep, I'm loving the sounds of this mess. Let me tell
Anyway.
you.
So since we are already in Bose, I suggest we go back into the guild house to get side quests.
I mean,
Two.
yes. Yeah.
So for Bose, besides not now, but I will have you give me your list of fish in a moment. So other than that, we have 2 monsters that we're gonna have to slay, go through the tower. And yeah, that's about it for Bose, other than fishing. So you figure out Tita stuff, and then let me know when you're ready, and then I'm gonna write down fish stuff.
She gets long barrel 3. And that.
Thank you, Alder. Thank you. I mean, we do need to level up Tita, admittedly, but you know.
I'll say Tita is level 65. Just for comparison, Joshua and Estelle and Shara are all level 80.
Yep.
So.
Yes, they are.
So I've already figured out order of operations for having stuff stripped away.
Okay. Before you say that, let me also point out, Tyler. Besides, like, after you do any fights that you want to do for leveling Tita up, don't forget to equip the 1 ornament that means no additional fights.
Yes. Which
Okay,
will have to go on Tita when we do that.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just... I remember that specifically. I'm like, oh yeah, we got an ornament that says no additional fights type thing. Luckily, the monsters at the top of the tower are things you can just attack. Which, I'll get to that in a moment, what little I've read of that. And by moment, I mean I'll wait until we get to the tower.
I mean, fair. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll give her attack there. I guess that's fine.
Did you give her the thing yet, or is that gonna be later?
Oh, that's gonna be later. Because
Okay.
I know she's gonna need leveling up.
That's fair. I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, now we have the 2 things. Great.
Yep, so Crone Pass monster, dangerous monster, Red Fang has been sighted on the Crone Trail. Okay. Check armor thoroughly, cool. New
Yeah,
Ansel Path monster.
Like, all of these side quests we're picking up in all the regions do not expire until we get to the 2nd story chapter quest, which is going to be a long-ass time.
I mean, that makes sense.
But I'd rather we just do them section by
Section, yeah.
Not to mention, you want to know something fun?
Sure.
We're starting in Bose, but we actually have to come back before we start the 2nd story quest anyway, unless you don't want neato fun things for Joshua.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's it. List of fish, please. Okay, we've got crab, dace, gold angelfish, carp, circle. I'm guessing these are all the ones you've caught, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how close we are to actually getting all of them.
Just as a recap, Aldero, we get run across literally all of Liberal, fixing mild things before like the end of the world. Well, end of our world, anyhow.
Okay. I will worry about fishing later. I would suggest we go fight the monsters and do the tower first.
So from the looks of it, by the way, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish that we have to catch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cross-reference all the different guides I've been putting together, which is why I want you to go fight the monsters first. Oh yes, it is super important that we do help the old lady cross the street.
Let me... I need to see what I'm using for my controller setup. One moment.
That's fair. But yeah, if you don't mind going to go fight the monsters, specifically the ones toward the south, so New Ansel Path and the tower. You wouldn't mind doing those first?
Okay, so south first.
Yeah, because South Block will lead to New Ansel Path, if I remember correctly, which is where one of the monsters are. And hello, we have people.
Yeah,
Huh?
apparently.
What's going on? Why are all the people looking up at...
I see. So that's it.
Ah! The floating city? You mean the one that was already revealed and is just very obviously in the sky? It's so huge! What?
It's overwhelming seeing it from down here.
I can rather emphasize with the panic of the citizens. Our abilities as racers are about to be tested as never before. You know, I'd rather take the Richard coup over this, goddamn. What we actually do what we can actually do might be limited, but let's do everything we can. Yeah.
Yes, let's hurry.
Okay. So yeah, go fight New Ansel Path and then go to the top of, I think, Amberl Tower for other side monster. And as always, if you die, Tyler.
I don't want to talk about it.
And as always, if you die, I can help guide you through each tough monster fight because I have the guide.
I appreciate it.
Anyway.
I mean, yes, essentially.
Not done yet.
Oh yeah, I know why that's happening.
What are you doing?
Nothing, it's fine.
He says that.
Done already?
Okay, got that, got that, got that. Well, good news. For bows, we only have to fish for one thing.
Okay, well, I got good news and bad news.
Did you wipe out?
No. Chloe took, I think Chloe has one of the things.
You didn't.
Well, like, I'm talking about like one of our quartz for like the avoiding enemy fights. I think.
Apparently you didn't.
Didn't what?
I didn't think you had equipped it.
No, not that one. Not cloak.
Okay,
Like
okay.
the thing that combines haze and something else.
Oh. I think it's just fucking close, but yeah.
That'll work for now.
As Aldera said, you could go back to the previous save if you wanted.
I think I'll be okay. It's just so we might need to be aware of.
Well, get good at dodging. Anyway. Yeah, to compare all the other guys.
Oh, hey, there's definitely the enemy.
Yeah, save. Because it's now, like, the... I don't know if you saw on the side quest, it was like, definitely like, hey, this bad.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Right, okay. Well, this is a fight. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Pay attention or I'll hit you.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Gonna hope this kills him. Okay.
We're not done yet.
Well. Enjoy a couple level ups, Tita.
You survived. Anyway, so, to give you a hint about the top of the tower monster, I do not know if this is a requirement or it's a recommendation, but get a preemptive strike. That is something that is emphasized for all of the fights at the top of the tower.
That makes me feel great, yeah. Okay, well,
Just wanted to give you that hint.
yeah, that's Revive Estelle. Oh. I was not expecting pretty much everyone on my team to get one tapped.
Sounds like it.
That was a very concerning moment for me.
Sounds like it.
Well, I guess we go to the top of the tower, then hope. Oh.
We did it!
I've got a few concerns.
Yeah, like what?
Well, the biggest issue is that the monsters in these regions don't appear to be too much stronger at the moment.
Okay.
Which on one hand is great. On the other hand, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Tita enough levels to be beneficial.
Oh, are we done already?
So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes.
Well, I don't know how much EXP you're gonna get from the top of the tower monsters, so there's that.
Yeah. Got a lot of big old question marks on some of this.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We're good to go!
Level 4.
Hey, I
5.
take that back. You have to fish for nothing in bows.
Okay.
Fuck, it's really hard keeping track of everything.
I mean, that's fair.
We're good to go!
So far, I think I've identified 5 of the 8 fish you were missing, so that's something. 6 of the 8 fish.
Oh, well, that looks lovely.
Oh, what is
Oh.
it? Hang on, don't attack yet. Oh! Fucking face on its back!
I don't know, but it looks like a giant mechanical snail.
Well, like, you see the face, right? Like, the eyes and the chin and everything?
Yeah, yeah.
Again, should you die, I will tell you how to beat it.
Let's see. Element resist is about all of them. Weather Seed is a mysterious glowing life form, strikes with its hard shell and can inhibit actions. An ancient interdimensional monster uses bodily secretions to immobilize prey.
Really.
Yeah, and it's a dimension bug.
You don't say.
That sounds great. Really phenomenal.
Deep breath. That's yeah.
Oh,
I can't see
no.
what's going on. Are you okay?
Well, I did barely any damage to them.
Oh!
And as you might imagine, that is awfully concerning. Aldra, we're gonna hope that's not true. Oh, that damage though, or lack thereof.
You sound like you're having fun, Tyler.
I'm incredibly concerned. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. Okay. Not bad, not bad.
Always one. I missed one. Damn it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have did lots and lots of damage to them without them having had a chance to hit me, so they should have some level of concern. But to be fair, I did also have to dump so many abilities into them to do this.
Wait, did you win?
Oh yeah, no, they didn't. They never got a turn.
Oh, good job, Tyler.
It just like I had to pour a lot of abilities into doing that.
Oh, seriously, good job.
And Tita gained 2 more level ups from that. Woo. Shield Orb X1.
Yeah. That's your prize. You get orbs.
I mean, fair.
Anyway, since you officially do not have to fish for anything in bows, you are free to go attack the other monster on the Crone Pass and go turn the quests in. Aha, that's the last one.
What are orbs?
The orbs, I think they might... Are they not the level 4? Or, like, the higher up thing?
What did I just get?
A shield orb? Ah, thank you for describing a, orb for us.
Well, like I've got Shield 1 and Shield 4.
Huh. Okay, hang on. Let me look it up real quick. It's just labeled as shield orb. Oh wait, hang on. Here we go. Found a thing. Hang on.
Ah, it's an accessory.
Oh.
So Shield Orb is 50 defense, move plus 3, speed plus 5. Okay. And then... got something similar for the monster fight. It was like Strike 2 or something.
Oh, wait, hang on. What? Hang on, I need to go back. Oh! I take that back. We do have one fish to get.
Okay.
I don't know how. Oh god. Okay, so this one's like the hardest one to get, but whatever, I guess. So
Strike
whenever
2.
you're whenever you're done, go to the Lakeshore Inn.
Okay. So I apparently got, for the one monster fight, strike 2, which is critically strike with a 20% chance.
Oh shit. That sounds kick-ass.
Yep, so I think Joshua gets that.
Hi, Dane. We are inside Quest Hell again. Layer 9.
Maybe Josh doesn't get this.
No?
Well, I guess it probably would make more sense to give him that instead of mine 3. Probably, for the strike.
The game is, well, I mean, Tyler is having a great time fighting some monsters, and now we are going to slowly lose the ability to use arts and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that.
It's going great. Not to mention we have one party member who is, like, critically underleveled. That is a lot of shiny palms. I think Tyler is going to come for them all. I don't know how much EXP you're going to get for them though.
Limited. Very limited, unfortunately. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Oh,
Cheetah got
wow.
129 for like killing 4 of them.
Yeah, so farming shiny palms, not necessarily worth it unless you really want 77th, but
Yeah, not in this zone.
ouchies. I don't think you're gonna get much in any zone, honestly.
Yeah, probably not.
Anyway, I don't know if you remember back in, towards the beginning of the plot-wise, where they mentioned, like, the king of fish. King of all fishes.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Okay, cool, that's the one we're gonna go get.
Oh, goody.
Because so far I haven't seen anything that says you have to get all other fish before you go fish for him.
Okay, so I'm going to Valyria Lake.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Lakeshore Inn, so whatever fishing spot is there, yeah. And I can tell you the bit when you get there.
Cool.
I love you, Fish Lord. We shall praise your scales of justice and majesty. Yeah.
Something like that. Okay, so we're here by the dock, or, I forget where I was supposed to go. Down here.
Out of curiosity, how much, salmon and trout do you have?
We're gonna find out. Which rod do I need to use?
Whichever one can use them. I don't know
Okay.
which rod can use those.
Okay, so you said trout?
Trout and, salmon, I believe.
Yeah, so like 8 total.
Okay. Well, okay, so here are your options. you can either try for your 8 shots over and over and over again, or if you would like, we can come back here because we do have to come back to bows anyway. And we can just go farm for salmon and trout.
Does it say what baits I can use to get trout and salmon?
Yes, I can find that out.
Oh, Alderhoff, don't give me that.
I mean, Aldra's not wrong.
Cassius would be proud.
Cassius would be proud. Are you waiting for me to tell you what to do for salmon and trout?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't realize you were waiting for me on that one. Okay, salmon trout, salmon trout, salmon trout, salmon trout. Look, good news is you can hunt for it at Lakeshore. So where you are currently, so that's good. What do you need to get it? Trout, trout, trout. Oh, never mind. You can't do it here because the Dinotrad is present. Never mind. Fuck you.
Because the what is present?
The Dinotrad. That's the one we're going for.
Okay.
Okay, West Bows Highway. That's the next one. Trout, 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 trout. Okay, so since we have to go to West Bows Highway anyway to go fight the Crone Pass monster, you can use
Earthworm.
roe, red flies, and shrimplet.
Oh, that's lots of options then.
So, like I said, we can come back here anyway, like either after that or just in general, because we do have to circle back around.
Okay.
You need a gun for hunting trout. I don't think, like, outside of a couple of people, guns aren't really a big thing here.
I mean, besides the entire military, but yeah.
Normal citizens, Tyler. Normal citizens. We're not
Also
military.
fair. So I'm going to the west.
Yep. Because Crone Pass, we need to get the monster. Crone Trail, whatever.
Oh, I should actually go rest at the inn.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea!
I actually really kind of need to make sure I do that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be kind of a common thing, isn't it?
Yeah, see, that's where you get the dynamite.
Or just, you know, if you're Legend of Zelda in the newest game, you just create bombs in your hand, toss it into the water, and set it off. That's how you fish.
I admittedly hope that the next Breath of the Wild game is more similar to the older titles. At least how some of that works. Okay, so am I fishing on the highway?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a yes, safe. Okay. Okay, first off, let me tell you the ones with the higher percentages, which would be shrimplet and roe.
Okay. Well, I don't have a lot of shrimplets. I've
You do
got
have
some
some
rows.
Okay. Those are the higher percentages.
Um,
Trout.
Can Riverbug?
No.
Okay. Well, let's do a couple fishing things. Woo, one trout.
Yeah, because with roe and shrimplet, it is 100% chance.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you actually need one of every fish for this achievement or whatever, but I would just recommend leaving one. So using everything but one of them.
Right.
So yeah, otherwise, yeah, use up all your row. Because, except for one of them, because it's not useful for getting the Dynatart, I think. Or maybe not all of them. I should probably double check of what you need for all the others. I didn't think about that. Let's see. Crab. Okay. Well, there's other options besides roe. Man.
I'm gonna go down to about 10 row.
Okay. Probably a good idea. Never mind. Yeah, ignore my first statement of using all of them. Ignore that. I forgot that, like, we still have several other fish to get, which could use roe.
Well, and doing this allows me to be able to get bait from the Grantal, right?
Like what?
Well, you said that the fishing place in Grantal can sell you bait at some point after you catch the legendary fish, right? Like way back when?
Probably. But you have to catch the legendary fish first.
Right. So, you know.
But it's not gonna matter because Grand Cell's a bit of a tricky area. Because I could be wrong. I'll have to double check, but we have to be careful about when we enter Grand Cell. Because there will come a point when we enter it and cannot leave.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, we just have to be very careful. So let me look at the map real quick. So since Roland is after Grand Cell, we'll just have to make sure we don't deliver the last thing to Roland. And then we can go about Grand Cell.
Okay. Well, I've now got 16 trout, so I can run like 12 of those, and then we'll go from there.
Can you just save before you go?
Oh yeah.
all
Safe's
of
coming.
Yeah.
Safe's coming, 100%. Where is the Chrome Trail monster at? Maybe this way still. Nope, that's the wrong way.
Well, technically it's the Crone Pass monster, if it helps.
Yeah. Which is why it was the wrong way.
Seems you came up short.
You know, if they were giant hummingbirds with stingers on them, that would be horrifying.
Sounds fun.
Ash, we need to talk about your ideas of fun.
Clearly. You clearly don't know how to have fun.
I don't think that's the problem. Really don't think that's the problem here.
Hummingbird with stinger sounds pretty fucking neat to me. Thank you, Dane.
We did it!
I'm not sure that's the victory you think it is, Ash.
Dane said that my means of fun are better than theirs, so, like,
Oh,
that's a
done
victory.
already?
Is it?
Yeah! It's are freaked out over
Seems
spiders
you
and
came
butterflies,
up
but
short.
that means I care even less about if they're freaked out over a hummingbird with a stinger. A nice night out in the blood moon, calling a lycanthropic population, and that's what means of fun. That does sound fun. Wait, how's mine better than yours then? That sounds plenty fun. I think Tyler might be silently judging us.
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, let's see how this fight goes.
My fun is not sane. Ask Tyler. I say a lot of things are fun, and he questions my sanity a lot. That's a lot of them. I don't just my name. I mean, that makes sense. Go, Tyler, go! You can do it!
Red Fangs. Ancient reptilian monster, blade-like teeth, terror, and shredded spray. Lovely.
You got this.
Bunch of bomb eggs. Love that for us.
You got this, Tyler. You haven't died yet, so I'm choosing to believe in you.
I appreciate the support, I think.
That doesn't sound very, like, happy about my support. But alright, I suppose.
I was hoping the egg was going to go further back. Well, that didn't hurt too bad. Okay, okay.
They explode like Lucky Charms flavoring. Really? Something wrong, Tyler.
So many things are wrong with the statements from some of y'all. Okay. Fire and wind are their weaknesses.
Don't know, Alderaan. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that question. Guess it depends on what kind of fun you want to have.
Oh, there's more eggs. Where did those come from? They always been there.
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. But yes, Tyler is the sane boy in a room of deliberate madness. He's pointed out to me several times that usually in his groups of friends, he is usually the sane one and most normal.
And that really concerns me. Because that should not be the case.
Yeah, it'd be kind of one thing if you, like, were the sane one every once in a while, but no, you're just constantly the sane one.
Yeah, and again, incredibly concerning, really, in the scope of things. Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, since for once a lined-up attack actually hits more than one target.
Yeah, and these guys are not as scary as the axe-throwing murderers, somehow.
Tyler, you should read Danny's latest comment.
I really don't know how to respond to that. Are we implying that the bubble is filled with madness?
Yes, I think they are. I mean, Tita's slowly catching up.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Mute 2.
Alright, go report back to the guild.
And then back to the lakeshore.
Yep.
I'll say I actually don't need a rest this time because I barely used any of my resources because that fight was not as hard as the other one.
That's good. And no, I would not be blowing the bubble, thank you. That would imply that I would like to protect him from everything outside the bubble.
Unfortunately, true. She's probably usually the one trying to lay out a wall of spikes around the bubble.
Yep. Yes, I am.
Yeah, College of Swords, Bard. Not a College of Valor. Yep. I would, pretty much fully endorse that messaging.
I don't know what you're implying, Tyler. What are you implying, Tyler?
You have a trail of violence a mile long if you can help it.
I would never.
Yeah, sure.
Mild inconveniences, sure. Not necessarily violence.
Uh, 7,500 plus 5. 7,000 plus 5.
Right. That is bows down.
Also, I just got a Steam achievement called Bounty Hunter. And, you need to go look at that picture of what that achievement looks like at some point. You'll like it.
I'll do that. I'll do that now.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Oh, nice! Congrats about the gifted sub. Anyway,
Very nice.
how do I do that?
I don't know if you'll be able to see it on my profile or if you just need to look up like a picture of like the Steam achievements.
Oh, we'll find out. I mean, it's a cool picture.
Well, I thought you'd appreciate it because I'm pretty sure that's Joshua.
Yeah, that's Joshua. I was kind of like unsure if you meant something like funny or something.
No. I think it's just because Joshua's being like a cutthroat thing there.
Oh yeah, no.
So I
That is
figured you would
actually-
appreciate that.
That is cool. But that's not my favorite achievement.
Oh,
that I have
no.
Yet to achieve.
Sure.
That concerns me, Ash.
If it helps, the picture is of low, but the description does not fit low.
Interesting.
Oh, that's a fun achievement.
Okay, guys, we're gonna see how long this takes us.
Okay.
What is the odds of catching this fish?
Give me a moment, I can give you those exact percentages. Did you get it?
I got a snakehead.
Motherfucker. Anyway, for the trout, it is a 27.8% chance. For the salmon, it's a 25% chance.
Okay.
So, and that's only if you can actually be good enough to actually get it, Tyler.
I mean, yes. Okay, I thought I was quick enough on that one.
Well,
Garvels? Is that what it is or no?
no, Dynatard.
Dynatard, okay.
Or Dynatrad, sorry. Mixing up the A and the R.
Oh, well, I'm gonna reload that save because I've missed 3 times.
Get good, Tyler.
Right? And did so good with the trout.
But anyway, do you want me to tell you what the achievement is that we are working towards you achieving that I know Oliver will appreciate?
Sure.
It is called Baby Come Back. The description is leave no chest unmolested.
Oh god.
I don't know how to tell you this, but we are not there. We are not kind of close to achieving it. Apparently, you have 395 out of 516.
Interesting.
So apparently, I can look at the progress of your achievements. Also, for one of the achievements, you have to kill 10 enemies with food. That's right, food.
Goody.
And there are 2 achievements that are hidden. So, can't tell you what those are.
I was so quick on that. Bullshit.
You sound like you're having fun, Tyler.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yay, Snakehead.
Yeah, I'll do one more and then reload.
If you're referring to me, Bard, knowing how to kill an enemy with a bowl of spaghetti, then yes, I can think of a couple of different ways, at least, to kill someone with a bowl of spaghetti.
I assume one of them involves bludgeoning.
No, that's not, you can't bludgeon with spaghetti. Like, maybe the bowl the spaghetti is in, but you can't necessarily guarantee you have a bowl, and even then that's like a bowl versus spaghetti. Everything is a weapon if you can figure out how to make it useful. As Luce would say. I've learned a lot about her, about how to make everything a weapon.
I'm gonna be semi-quiet as I'm trying to pay attention because apparently this timing is really tight here.
That's fair. I will stop distracting you then.
Oh, you're fine. I'm just not gonna be responding, probably.
I've actually never seen John Wick or any Batman movies, so I cannot say that I've learned from John Wick or the Joker.
Too slow on that one.
I don't think he's looking at the chat, Dane. I did tell you it was like about a 25% chance, so, you know.
Yeah, which, ironically, means I should be having some better success in this.
I mean, with how statistics work, like, it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna have better luck. It's just literally a 1 in 4 chance. It doesn't go up or down depending how many times you've actually fished.
Correct. That's true. That's true.
So, you know, statistics. Now, that being said, you getting stick hit is just kind of funny. This is going to turn into that gambling achievement.
It could. Yep, too slow. I'm convinced that the ones where it's really quick are the ones where it's popping up.
Damn. So, in other words, you could have gotten it, but fuck your reaction times.
That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. That could maybe have nothing to do with it, but...
Well, we will never know because it got away. It was the one that got away. Terrible song, jokes aside. Let's see if I can find anything to help you out.
Because I don't feel like my reaction time is being that bad as a whole. Let me just try something.
Okay, so one person's kind of like, I've had to press the button before it actually appears, lol, so I think you might be right.
Well, that makes me feel better that I'm not just like being bad at it. There we are.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah!
So fun fact for anyone that might ever be trying this. What I did was go in 2-button press bursts with like a second pause between. Because if you just keep pressing the A button, it won't trigger you pulling out the rod. But at the same time, the fish won't pop up. So if you give it a slight pause and then start double pressing, it appeared to work.
What is this fish?
I can't believe my eyes.
Sup, bitch? Lloyd?
Those sienna scales, those crimson eyes that burn like flame. There's no doubt it's him. This is the guardian of Illyria Lake.
Say what? You're serious? I just caught the Guardian?
I never imagined you would catch him. As the one who gave you your fishing book, it feels complicated. I'm frustrated and proud all at once. Still, this too must be the will of Adios. All I can do is admit what you've accomplished and give you this. Master Fisher card. From this moment forward, you are now a Master Fisher as acknowledged by the Fishermen's Guild. However, do not be satisfied with this alone. Always strive further on the path of the fishermen.
I will. And, not to change the subject, but what is this exactly?
It is an identification pass which marks you as a Master Fisher. Anyone with this will be able to take advantage of a wonderful service at the headquarters of the guild. Should you return to the capital, please stop by. We'd love to have you.
Okay, I still don't quite get what's going on, but it sounds cool. I'll make sure to drop in.
Trust me, it's a service any fisherman would dream of. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I need to decide what my next goal will be now. Farewell.
How can you top getting the guardian of a lake?
Cool.
Alright, and you did defeat the Crown Pass monster, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, hang on. Next you're gonna go... You've turned them in, yes?
Yep.
Okay, go to the Crone checkpoint. You have to talk to a particular person for an item. Besides the fact of you have to just pass by there anyway.
Yeah, so. Which checkpoint am I going to? Sorry.
Going past checkpoint.
Okay.
So to the west.
I heard it and then my mind immediately shuffled the information off.
No, it's fair, it's fair. I do that a lot of the time.
Not in a lewd way, right?
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, actually, before you do that, go to the Ravenue Village entrance.
Okay.
Shit, I forgot about this one. You might be able to get, like, another, like a free item. Specifically a time gem.
A time gem?
Not done yet.
Oh, goodness
That's
gravy
that.
day.
Let's move out.
At least all the monsters are pretty easy, though, on the road.
Right? Like everything just gets more or less one-tapped.
Oh, man.
What would I be looking for?
The bracer sting.
Oh. There he is.
Okay.
Ah, you all.
Still the same as always, Sting.
Just who I am. Actually, sorry to ask this out of the blue, but mind taking a look at this?
Huh?
Sting pulled a gemstone out of his pocket. It glowed black. It looks like a quartz of some kind. I couldn't use it in my orbit though.
Joshua, isn't this...
Yes, it's most likely an ancient Zemurian quartz. Really? I'd heard talk about them, but I never expected to see one. I thought these were supposed to work with these new orbits we have, though.
I think so, but first, a question. Sting, where exactly did you find that?
About that. It was around the Amberol Tower. I fought this bizarre monster. It's like a living fossil, or... Anyway, it was strange. Put it that way. I picked this up after I defeated it.
Wait a minute. That sounds like...
That sounds exactly like the thing we encountered atop the other tower. Ah, so you found one too. Anyway, I only ever found the one. Haven't seen another since. Whatever it was much, much stronger than your average monster. Wouldn't hurt to watch out for more of them.
Yeah, no kidding. Thanks for letting us know.
By the way, not to pry, but your orbits seem to work. Mind filling me in on what's going on?
Right, sure.
Let's take it from the top. Estelle and Joshua showed Sting the zero field generator and explained about them, and how they decided that they needed to deliver the ZFGs. So that's what's going on. Here then, we received the time gem.
What?
Sting, are you sure? My orbit's about as useful as a rock right now, so a quartz is pointless for me. But all of you are on a pretty important mission. What needs to happen seems obvious to me.
Wow.
A very cool and distant way of saying you want to help us, Sting.
You don't need to thank me. You just concentrate on accomplishing your mission.
We'll see. We will. See you, Sting.
Alright, there we go. Now, Crone checkpoint to go talk to a guy.
Right. Yeah, it ain't great. I'll be honest.
Yeah, look at all that negative value shit. What?
It must really speed up your time to cast. That's the only thing I can think of.
Fuck that.
I have a fly in my room again. I hate summer.
Isn't it great? I haven't
Yeah.
that going around.
Especially when you have like a window AC.
See, I just am going to flat out refuse to move anywhere that does not have central AC.
Well, I don't quite have that privilege.
Technically, you did choose it. You chose to go move to that house.
Yes. Yes, this is true. But it's also like, you know, grandparents' house, yada yada.
It's
Works
still
out
a
that
choice,
way.
Tyler.
Anyhow, going to the Crone Trail.
Yep. We gotta go talk to a guy. Do I remember why? Nope, I just remember that it's a thing.
Good enough for me. Ooh. Still been one way away from getting one tapped.
Oh, goodness gravy.
Look, I cannot help that petrification is a thing.
Wondering if all the remaining treasure chests are going to be on the Oriole.
I mean, probably.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Like, maybe there's one or two other zones, but... I'm trying to read and move at the same time, so like that, just so you know why my movement is so fucking bizarre.
That's fair, but yeah, no. Moose won't be able to survive without central AC, so that's kind of why we don't have much of a choice but to move to somewhere that has central AC. Got 2 whole piddly points.
Although I feel for you having HOA. Thankfully, I live out in the country, in a rural area as a whole, and don't have a HOA. Thank fuck for that.
I just live in an apartment, so... Okay, so we have to talk to a guy named Ray.
Okay. You can see the floating object very clearly from the ruin side of the checkpoint. Ushers even abandoned his post to look at the damn thing. Though I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious about it myself. If only Colonel Richard and the Intelligence Division were still in service. I'm sure he'd have answers for all our questions. Well, not really. There's,
Wait. How'd the cat get there?
Look, I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, hey, Bracer folks, fancy meeting you guys here.
Did you want me to read?
Yeah.
Ray? Hey, how do things go, you know, with the ship?
I was heading back to Zeiss after working on the RCL a bit. I finished helping the old man, so it's time to get back to my own experiments.
Which means you have to walk. Right.
Unfortunately, it's the only way to travel right now. Are you sure you'll be safe traveling alone? We could escort you if you like. Don't worry, I'm not exactly alone as it were.
Meow! Anton's with you, huh?
Pretty loyal for a cat, right? I've also got, you might call them, hazardous materials on hand. Here, let me share some with you, show you what I mean. Aurora Ball. It's an attack food I invented. You can make it with the tools from any old kitchen, so If you have the time and materials, give it a try.
Thanks.
I really want to see what this does.
So yeah. I kinda think they'll make it just fine, guys.
Quite so. Still, be careful on your way, Ray. The Caldia Tunnel is likely to be especially dangerous right now. Yeah, don't worry. I'm keeping both eyes open. Anyway, see you guys back in Zeiss.
No.
Alright. Go. I wanna see what that does.
Well, I can make it.
Mysterious light's powerful effects. Random status effective 100%. God damn.
Interesting. Question. Am I going back to Bose now?
No. Bose has to be, like, at the end. Like, so
Okay,
basically
well, I'm
we're
gonna go. Bose has Xant Rose, right?
Yes.
Let's. Let me go back and buy stuff from. Monster Parts Dude.
Okay. I didn't think about that before you left. But anyway, yeah. So basically we're going to go in a giant circle around the goddamn country.
Yeah, that makes sense.
With Roland being last, and then we're gonna go hop back over to Bose because we have to get Joshua a fun thing, I think. And then we go back to Grand Cell, and then boom, story quest number 2 for the chapter. There we go. Words.
I get it.
Not done yet.
Alright. But yeah, no. Because what I'm going to do... We're going to go ahead and just make a couple of these right now.
Yeah, because I think, especially as we lose more and more of the ZFGs, I think attack food are actually going to be really fucking important.
Definitely could be.
Okay, so the next step is going to be Ruon. Let me read ahead on that. Okay, so for Ruon, we've got 5 whole fish to fish for. Lovely.
Yep,
Okay, on the way
That's
actually
that.
into Ruon,
Let's move
there
out.
should be a wanted monster on Gull Seaside Way. If you wanted to fight that before going into Ruon, although we will have to go backtrack to Gulf Seaside Way anyway, so take your pick.
fair. Well, that food item is actually not bad.
You know, I expected it to be decent since it's like end game food that we are getting. But,
Well, you want to know how much damage it did to an egg?
what?
1700.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think he's gonna be in the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you guys. Listen to this. I did it. I got the deal. At long last, I've managed to form a partnership with a first-class restaurant.
Really? That's great.
Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen of the Bracers, I couldn't be more grateful than I am right now. Striking a deal with Aunt Rose has been my dream for as long as I can remember, and have you to thank for it. You've made my lifelong dream finally come true.
You betcha. But really, it worked out because you worked so hard. We just helped out a little.
Yes, well, you've been helping a little for quite a while in my opinion. I know that I've caused you a lot of grief, but thank you again for putting up with it. Allow me the pleasure of offering you a gift in exchange for everything you've done.
Uh-oh. You're not gonna give us a ton of those weird mushrooms again, are you?
Would you like mushrooms? I do have plenty of those in stock.
No, seriously, No, I really don't want me. What are we talking about again?
We were talking about my gift. And my gift is nothing less than a platinum membership to my company. The platinum isn't just for show either. We're talking an exclusive all-access pass type of membership here.
Okay. And what does that get me exactly?
Well, as you know, I'm a merchant specializing in foodstuffs. Normally, I would only deal with professionals. I don't sell to the general public. However, I owe you guys a lot, so I'm thinking that it's only right that I offer you a special dispensation to deal with me. So essentially, we can buy things from you. Exactly. If there are any ingredients you need, just talk to me. As long as you can pay, I'd be glad to provide you with any and all ingredients you might need in turn.
My, that is impressive. Can you really find any Can you really find any ingredient we ask for?
Yes, as long as it's something that's typically eaten within the boundaries of the Liberal Kingdom. I know that those in your line of work often end up preparing their own meals out in the field. Don't you hesitate to call on me for whatever you need.
Sure, sounds handy. If something comes up, I'll let you know. See you later, Mr. Orvin.
Oh, pardon me. Sorry to have kept you. Till we meet again. Pardon us.
And then we just immediately talk to him again.
Okay. Mildly expensive. Mildly expensive. So...
Yeah, but just think about the fact that we don't have to go monster hunting.
True. So... It's savory pinion... Curative Horn and Lucky Fang are the ones that...
Oh, maybe you should also make that... Oh god, my microphone fell. I know that there was one that was like a instant like knockout effect too. Or not knockout. Death? Something. Maybe look at the ingredients and buy stuff for that as well?
Yeah, let's see. So there's the naptime cookie, knockout meatball, inflicts faint, and that's marbled steak.
Oh, that's what it was. It was knockout meatball. It wasn't death, it was faint.
Yeah. And then this here is just firefly fungus.
Oh wait, maybe I'm actually thinking of perilous meatballs. What are those? Maybe not. Never mind.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Firefly fungus I know is another expensive one, but
I guess if you count 200 expensive.
well, in the scheme of things,
Well, Tyler, not only do you just have like a lot of money right now, but also, I told you, there's a trick to gaining a lot of money really easily.
oh yeah, there was a thing where you can craft something and sell it for more, right?
Yes.
What is that?
I will look that up while you do whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, we might exploit that just a little bit for the sake of stream purposes.
Yeah, I don't remember which recipe it was, so let me figure that out.
Yeah, for the sake of stream purposes, we might game that just a little bit.
Turn in tempura.
Alright.
That's one of them. I'm gonna use anything else.
Okay. So I can get all the ingredients for that and sell it for more than I spent.
Theoretically.
Okay.
I would do it to like 1, count up. Do you want me to do maths for how much it costs?
Let me see how much the one I have right now sells for.
Okay.
So, Turnin Tempura sells for 162.
Okay, hang on. I need a pen. Pen. Okay, so 162 for 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, let me actually create another save first before I do this. Because I gotta eat the one to get the recipe. So then that takes milled flour, 2. Ironbone fish, 2. Kibbled salt, 2. Olive oil, 2, and red pepper, 2. Do you have those written down now?
Melt flour times 2, ironbone fish times 2, kibble salt times 2, olive oil times 2, red pepper times 2.
Yeah. So... milled flour is 4 apiece.
So 8,
Ironbone fish is 10 apiece.
20,
Kibbled salt is 4 apiece.
8,
Olive oil is 16.
32,
And then red pepper is 10.
20. Alright. Okay, so your total comes to 88, so you're basically almost making double profit off of it.
Okay, well,
So
we're gonna
marginal-
do that for a moment.
I'm about to say, yeah, it's pretty marginal, but if you sell like 99 of them, it ends up adding up.
Yeah, not worth doing until you can just make them in bulk. For whatever reason.
Do you want to know how much you're gonna get for selling 99 of them?
How much?
16,000. So, since you get 162 apiece, and if you sell 99 of them, you get 16,000.
Pardon us for a moment, guys, while we absolutely game this system.
Break the fucking shit out of this game, yes. So yeah, even though like the cost of ingredients for like 99 of them equals about 8,000, I'm rounding out. I'm rounding, by the way. Your profit is still 8,000 each time.
Yeah. So how are you guys doing today? Enjoying the cooler weather, hopefully, in your regions than what has been last couple of days?
Before we go back to hell.
Oof. The AC being broken at work is a really bad turn of luck there.
Ouch. Good luck. Don't die.
I can understand that. Last 2 days have been particularly nice outside. Okay.
Another thing you could do, Tyler, to get Sepith, or Mira in this case, not Mira, or not Sepith, Mira. You wanna know what you could do, Tyler?
What's that?
Sell off your old equipment and accessories and weapons.
Well, I could, yes.
Instead of hoarding them.
I think it's supposed to be low to mid 90s most of the time. I think. At least around here.
I think, well, at least here where I'm at, an hour away from you, I think actually we get up to like 96 again later on in the week.
Have they pushed that back up again?
Ooh, yeah, they have. Oof, ouch. Yeah, Wednesday, 95.
Well, that's rough.
Alright. Anyway, back to see if I can find anything else out about exploiting the game for Mira.
Yeah, because the only bad thing about this is you only buy 99 at a time. How dare the game slow down my progress by having an inventory cap limit?
Yes, how dare they? How dare they limit you and your ability to make money?
Infinite amounts of money. It's nice that, like, at least for stuff like this, it doesn't, like, for me, doing things like this isn't really too aggravating as far as, like, grinding stuff goes. But that's probably because I'm more of a broken individual than anything else.
You, a broken individual? Never.
Yeah, apparently. So I think for most people, stuff like this is really, like, going in and doing it via the button presses and everything gets really tiring after a little bit. And thankfully for me, I don't have that much of an issue. At least within a certain level of reasonableness. Which might seem weird to say considering. But this way, we won't have to worry about going forward, and I can make lots of those danger cookies. I must have already been maxed out on that. You know, when you said sell, you made me go to the sell tab for the first time around not Dane Alderop there. Now the downside is, when I'm doing grinding like this, my mind goes in circles a little bit, so keeping up a conversation is difficult for me, even though it's repetitive.
And anyway, I've been telling him to sell his old shit. He doesn't listen to me.
No, not talk. I'll sell some of my stuff now. Okay, so let's sell. We're gonna sell these. Okay. Sell the brake rod. Oh, actually, I'm going to create another save just in case for whatever reason that ends up being problematic later.
Oh, are you actually selling shit now?
Yes, I'm going to sell it.
Oh, thank fuck! Oh, wow. It's only been like a couple minutes, you're already at 80,000. Jesus Christ.
Well, you know.
Okay, so here's a neat thing for you, Tyler.
Okay.
Remember that store that we've talked about that sells, like, that sells Sepith?
Yes.
So, not only is that in Grand Cell, but we have to access it if we want to get Sepith. We have to access it before we start story quest number 2.
Okay, so narrow window of opportunity, but it is there.
And basically, it's also why the selling of the food items is going to be great, because since we have to circle back around to Bose anyway, once we get to Grand Cell, we can go visit the store and figure out how much money we're going to need. And then, all we have to do is not deliver the item to Roland, go back to Bose, so we can actually, do the money trick, go back to Grand Cell to get the Sepith we want, and then we can complete the thing.
As you do. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know how expensive we're going here. I do not know. I don't know how expensive anything is going to be yet.
Fair enough.
So I can't tell you if we are over-preparing or under-preparing, unfortunately.
Okay. That should be good there.
That being said, we do have a lot of Sepith.
We do. We're gonna get a little bit more, but yes. Because I'm probably going to take us up to about 200k.
I'm actually pretty okay with that, actually.
And that's going to be 200k after I have 99 of all the foodstuffs and the food items I want to make.
That's fair.
So that way, any weapons or Sepith we need to buy, we should be good for, presumably.
I know we'll be, like, when we circle back to Bose after doing Roland things, we'll be able to get a Joshua weapon, I believe.
I mean, hard to go wrong with that.
I right?
It's not like he will totally probably need that aboard the Oriole or whatever.
I know, right? Because I imagine that's the 9th chapter is the Oriole.
Has to be.
Because where else are we gonna get 100 plus chests that we need to touch?
Right? Be pretty shocking to get them anywhere else.
So we've gone through the entire map of Liberal, yeah. That being said, how much Sepith do you think we really should try to have for the final thing? Because we're only buying Sepith at this shop, we're not buying, like, orbments.
I don't know, honestly.
Okay. Did you want me to see if I could actually find any information about it, or just nah?
Let's see as we get a little bit closer to it, maybe.
Okay. It's nice of the game to give us a recipe that we can exploit.
Right. I'm not gonna say no to that.
I didn't think you would.
Now, granted, during my, like, if I was playing this, like, not on stream or whatever, like, I would exploit it a little bit, but I probably wouldn't exploit it as much as I am here. Just personally.
That's fair.
But also for the sake of, you know, stream and everything, I want to be going into, like, final dungeon stuff, like, at my full power level.
As prepared as possible.
Yeah. Because I enjoy the whole idea of, like, you know, going in there as, like, super powered up for the sake of, like, a stream/story experience. Just personally the way I like to do it. The downside is at some point my muscle memory starts getting kind of screwy.
You know what, I actually understand that since I've been grinding for grade and Tales of the Abyss.
Yeah, at a certain point you start getting your muscle memory like so complacent that you start making silly mistakes.
Yeah, yeah. Or like your mind just starts wandering.
Yeah, for the for the sake of survival.
Yeah, because like with like grinding for grade, like I've been going back and forth between 2 different battles since I spawned really easily, and I sometimes just forget to attack myself. Thankfully, it's not like a turn-based thing. So like I end up getting the monster defeated and grade and all that, but it's not always the most optimal grade I could get.
I get that. So, you know, obviously I told you last night that I slept like a corpse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, along with that, I, you know, like, towards like the tail end of waking up, and then like when I was waking up off and on a little bit, I had an interesting dream, which was essentially an anime opening.
Love that.
Yeah, it was kind of strange. Primarily because it opened up with a sniper shot on a group of 4 people playing in a ball diamond. And like not a big fancy ball diamond, like, you know, like the small little park views that you see in like anime and such. And so like it was a baseball diamond thing, and you had a person in the batter's position and pitcher, and then first base and third base.
Alright.
And there was like 2 sniper shots that went and took the person that was pitching and the person that was batting out as the opening to this anime in my head, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it just gives like an overhead view of like these two people sprawled out on the ball diamond dust with like just blood splatter everywhere.
That's my madness finally caught up to you.
Well, sometimes I just have weird dreams. And
You may have been around me too long. You've been infected.
so the person that was pitching was like a girl with like long purple hair.
Hi.
Don't know the person that was batting really, but one of the people was like a girl with like white short hair, like shoulder length a little bit. And then the music intro started and it was just interesting.
Uh-huh.
In my dream, I thought the music was very good. I'm like, this is surprisingly good considering I so far hate the premise of what the opening is. Cause, sorry, character death, not a thing I normally like. And yeah, no, like it ended up being like the music part ended up having like the 4 people like flying through the air playing their instruments, kind of. I know that doesn't make any sense, but that's what it was. And I remember at one point when we were like, I don't know what they're saying. Like, where's the subtitles? I thought I had them on. So I rewound the opening and
I'm sorry, you rewound the opening in your dream.
Yes. And
Alright.
and the girl with like the short white hair was playing drums. And like the subtitles were a blue instead of yellow, which was weird. Or white. And like I remember the subtitle of that reading faster than dude. And I'm like, I understand this is like a musical part, but like that's still a weird subtitle for that.
Okay.
And welcome
Alright.
to a brief view of Tyler's psyche.
Oh, gravy.
Yeah, look, I don't know what any of that shit means, but I'm just saying, if you guys see an anime opening in the future where purple gal gets taken out with a sniper shot on a ball diamond, and the music intro is taking place in the sky, think of me. So, still a better romance than Twilight. I have some very weird dreams sometimes.
So it seems.
Yeah. They usually get weirder once I wake up and try to go back to sleep to continue them.
See, I don't usually get that option because as soon as I'm awake, I'm just awake.
See, I'm able to literally, once I wake up, I'm able to lay right back down and go back to sleep to continue those kinds of dreams. Which on one hand is nice. On the other hand, not so much. Because it ends up with me oversleeping more than I should. For the sake of continuing the story of whatever I was dreaming about.
See, I view that as worth it, but I'm kind of just gently jelly because as soon as I'm awake, I'm just awake. There's not really going back to sleep for me unless it's been like an hour or two since I have woken.
I mean,
So I often-
go ahead.
Which is why often when I wake up at 1 AM in the fucking morning, I get to stay awake.
See, I mean, ultimately, like, I do consider it worth it as well. It just messes up my sleep schedule, which is already fucky. that's the gist of the problem. Is I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna continue this dream for the next like 3 to 4 hours, you know, of like sleep. And I'm like, well, now it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm like, I should have probably got up first time around when I woke up.
Out of curiosity, Tyler, I know you said you had to leave. I don't know what time you needed to leave at.
About 9:30ish,
Okay.
because I have to get my brother off of work.
And then you will decide afterwards if you want to continue or not, right?
Yeah, right now I'm leaning to probably not, because I'm probably gonna mess around with some other stuff.
That's fair.
But I know we're planning on streaming tomorrow because we both have the day off.
Fuck yeah.
So that's gonna be convenient. No, not stream is not ending here. We're going for about another hour. It is 8:30 where I am at. It is 8:30 where I'm at, so I've got another hour before I have to peace out for the sake of travel purposes.
Yeah. It's just like we were chatting yesterday, and he had left to go get his brother at like 9:40, so I didn't know how early you needed to leave to get your brother.
Yeah. Thankfully, it doesn't take me too long to get to town and everything. Yo, speaking of like town and living out in the country and that, I am so glad that I have fast internet where I live. Considering.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, it's a real small miracle. Real small miracle that that's the case. Yeah, my girlfriend does not get the day off either, so she gets to work. So I'll probably sleep in. I'm either gonna sleep in my room for the night, so that way I don't like have to bother her with getting kicked out of the room when she starts her work. Or I'll sleep in there and then get kicked out to my room to sleep a little more, because I probably will not be getting up at 7 in the morning and staying up. Most likely not gonna happen.
I don't know how you live.
Well, I mean, I live very interestingly. It is a lifestyle of very little sleep during the week and lots of sleep during the weekend. The problem with my sleep, right, is I generally like to stay up until I am tired. Well, the problem for that is for me to get tired, it takes it, you know, going into effect roughly around 20-ish, 22 hours for me to be tired of being awake for the most part. And that causes my sleep schedule to slowly rotate on itself. Now, as you might imagine, that gets a little problematic for me. So, yeah, that just slowly devolves into chaos and me going to bed at 4 in the morning and waking up at 7 to go to work. Because that's what normal people do, right? Let's go ahead and buy up everything in here and see where that brings my money.
So I'm actually gonna do a thing after we've ended stream.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna need your help for because I can't fucking find anything about how much recipes actually sell for. I'm kind of curious if there's actually a better recipe. Because, like, the one I've read in, like, 2 different ones was this particular recipe, but I'm kind of curious if there's a better one. Probably not, but, like, hey, I can try.
Yeah.
So, for that, I'm gonna have you go through all your recipes, because it tells you how much it sells for, right, without you consuming it?
Correct.
Okay, so then I can just... At the very end, I can take a look and start writing down all the numbers and figure out if any of them are going to be better off.
I mean, makes sense.
Again, I really doubt it, but hey, I feel like I need to do something.
Yeah, see, I don't usually get too tired in the middle of the day, so as a result, like, I don't generally want to take naps too much. Exception is like if I go to bed, 3 or 4 in the morning, 5 days in a row or so. 4 or 5 in the morning if it's like 2 or 3 days. I end up getting pretty tired, but I'm sure that's not really a surprise for anyone there because, yeah, that's problematic sleep schedule.
Yeah, the only thing consistent with my sleep schedule is what time I fucking wake up. More or less. Like, I have a nice range of when I usually wake up. When I go to sleep is another matter entirely.
Yeah, see, I'm just all over the place everywhere.
Because, like, for example, last night, I was up till 1 a.m. in the morning. Still woke up at 5 a.m. No alarm. Just woke up.
See, the initial waking up for me isn't too difficult. The hard part is after I have the initial wake up, actually getting myself to get out of bed, because if I don't, I will fall back asleep without fail.
I don't have that issue. I just get to lay there restlessly. And otherwise, I'm just so used to just being snapped right out of bed. I am awake. So, like, I basically could wake up and, like, within a minute I could actually be driving.
No, I
how
get that.
That's how awake I can be, and I hate it.
Yeah, if I'm really tired, I can't wake up that quickly. I do get a little bit groggy for a little bit, but after that passes, I'm up until I'm tired again.
Aldora says we need a nap. That this is just a fever dream and a hallucination brought by a lack of REM.
I mean, I dream a lot, even if I'm only asleep for a couple hours. Like, back when I was in high school, I would, we had what's called a resource period, where it was just a free period to do whatever, study, read, play chess. Doesn't really matter. And, well, like, I would take, like, a 10-minute, 15-minute nap sometimes during resource because, again, like, I would go to bed, like, stupid late. So I would end up being tired during, class or when I didn't have anything I could do. And I would, like, actually dream during those, small little nap segments.
Nice,
Which I hear is abnormal.
Well, you are abnormal, so whatever. And anyway, I don't know that I'm more evolved. It's just it's been conditioning for over 20 years to be able to do that.
More cursed is an option she will take.
Look, just because I've been doing this since the age of 5, and I'm now 28, so, 23 years of conditioning.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Alderall. That sounds about right.
Anyway, how's your money situation looking?
Well, I'm at 126,000 mostly. And that is with me having bought quite a bit of different food items. But the problem is the really expensive food items are, I must have missed something, are like 20, 30k to max out. So
Oh, now you're maxing out all your food shit now, right?
yeah. And I've maxed out like the vintage wine and stuff. I'm up on like acerbic tomatoes and such.
Nice, nice. Cause yeah, food items gonna be important.
Yeah, I could see that, especially being the case depending on some of the fights that are going to be going on. Because I know there's a couple fights that are going to be challenging.
What? Challenging? Are you sure about that?
I've got a suspicion.
I think you're full of shit.
Yeah, my whole dream situation, like my girlfriend Bree, when I told her like how I dream, she's just like, I'm sorry, you can start having a dream in a 10-minute window. She's like, you need to have a sleep study done because something is fucked up there. So, that's my experience with that, because I thought that was just normal. Turns out it's not. Okay, so acerbic tomatoes, 27k, firefly fungus. Rebuttal about what?
Which means I win.
I don't know what you said. Never heard it.
I said it. If you don't want to like fight against it, then that means I win.
Okay, some of these are gonna be a little more expensive than others. But I've got all the normal food items now.
Good, good. Love it.
The other thing is like, so I have like hypermobility syndrome in like my fingers, and it does kind of run on my dad's side of the family. So I pop my fingers quite a bit, and especially like back when I was in high school and that, I popped them a lot more. Well, I remember leaving like Texas Roadhouse one time, and I just casually popped my fingers, and my grandma freaked out because she apparently saw me do it this time. And I guess my fingers went way back, and she was incredibly concerned that I had just hurt myself. And then I had to show my mom, and my mom got freaked out and
Just flat out broke your fingers in front of your family. Love it.
right. Normal things. Because so like
Speaking of fun things like that, I can touch my thumb to my forearm. That's fun. Only on one of my arms though, not the other one. Well, I can on the other one if I force it.
So that's how far back I can bend my fingers. I used to be able to get all four back further than I can do at a time now. But
Nice, nice.
I haven't pushed it on a regular basis for a while, so they're not quite as limber as they used to be.
Can you touch your thumb to your forearm?
Not really that. It doesn't really affect my thumb so much as it does my fingers.
It isn't a thumb thing, it's a wrist thing.
Okay. My wrist isn't any more flexible than anything else.
Ah. Oh!
Yeah, so I can get my one finger pretty much all the way back, like that there. And I can do probably pretty much any one finger most of the way. And then if I just have my fingers leaning back, that's the angle of which I can achieve.
Nice, nice. You know, you probably are right, Dane. I probably have seen you do it, but that does not mean I remember shit.
See, I feel like popping your thumb out of place is not a great experience and maybe causes some soft tissue trauma, but, you know, as long as it doesn't hurt you, more power to you.
Although, speaking of, like, popping joints and whatnot, I constantly do that to my fingers as well, but also my toes.
Dane has cat paws.
Yep.
I like that.
So, it's probably the reason I could never succeed at ever doing any kind of dance styles, because my toes would just be like, ah, snap, crackle, pop.
I guess one other thing is, do you know how people roll their ankles, right?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Does it hurt when you do that?
Not really. It just goes into a 90-degree angle and, you know, kabling kabloom.
Right, like then you can put your weight back on it and everything's fine, right?
Well, Aldera says it's painful, but I guess I'm just so used to it that no, not really. It's not painful for me anymore.
See, I'm with Ash on here, right? Like, I can, like, when I'm walking, like, my ankle will just sometimes, like, randomly give out and, like, roll. And I've had so many people over time ask, it's like, are you okay when that happens? And I would just always say, yeah, I'm fine, you know. yeah,
I'm just so used to my ankles going 90 degrees. It's just kind of all right, cool.
Right, like, so, like, my ankle will just give out under me, and I'll, like, stagger and, like, just move my foot forward and do the next step and continue on with my day. And people have got concerned about that with me before. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be? Apparently, that's when people, like, actually, like, roll and sprain their ankles and, like, hurt themselves, apparently.
See, the worst that rolling my ankle has ever actually hurt me is when I actively almost broke my ankles from jumping off of a wall.
Well, see, yeah, that would make sense as far as, like, why that would hurt you.
Well, okay, so this was in the desert, and, like, some of the apartments were, like, were lined with walls, but you could easily get over them, type of thing. It wasn't, like, high-tech security or anything. But when it's in the desert in the summer, those bricks, or whatever the fuck they're made of, burn. So I was climbing over one, and I was desperate to get off the wall because it was, you know, fucking hot as shit in the middle of summer. Did gently, not necessarily first degree burn my hand, but pretty close to it. So I was desperate, jumped off the wall, and my ankles rolled. And maybe that's why my ankles didn't break, don't know yet, but that hurt. That one did hurt, so maybe it's just, if I'm comparing pain, I haven't had anything like that since, so therefore it's not painful to me. I don't know.
Yeah, you are probably lucky you didn't actually break your ankles there.
Yeah, considering the wall is taller than me, yeah, probably.
Oh, I'm about as flexible as a stick in pretty much everywhere else but my fingers and apparently my ankles. I'm not a flexible person as a whole. But I can actually, like, turn my ankles on their sides and kind of put, like, my full weight on my ankles and walk on them, kind of. And apparently that's not normal either.
I don't need to break free of handcuffs. I can slip my hand through handcuffs.
I appreciate the nope. Yeah, as I said, apparently that's not normal either. But like my dad, like his shoulder would always pop out of socket a lot, and like his great grandma, or like his grandma, my great grandma, would when she was little, when people would pick her up, if they picked her up by like her arms, her hips would pop out of socket.
Oh, fun. My arms used to come out of their sockets all the time as a child. But, no, Dane, I do not remember this. I don't really actually remember much from high school.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
Except I would never partake in such activities, but, you know.
True through the zip ties. Oh, Lord.
Let's see, what other body weirdness? My knees curve inward. So that's fun.
So, at one point in high school, I considered trying to do like a Guinness World Record thing for like the number of eggs you can break on the back of your hand with your fingers. I considered that.
That's a weird world record, but alright.
Well, apparently, I mean, there's a record holder for it already. I'm like, man, I saw that.
I figured as much if you're gonna try to break the world record.
Yeah, I saw that. Like back in high school, I'm like, I bet I could do that. I bet I could. Never did, obviously, but I'm like, I bet I could do that. Don't know what that says about my psyche there, but you know.
You know, I've actually never read a Guinness World Record.
Like I looked at through a couple of them once or twice, but eh.
I've never read it. I've like watched videos of people actively breaking world records, like the biggest elephant toothpaste reaction, but I've never actually read a book on that. I'm curious if I can break any world records now.
Well, I mean, the number of times you've burned water might be something worth keeping an eye on.
Only once. That's not a world record.
Well, I said keep an eye on.
No, because then you could just actively do that. That's not... no.
Statistically, you're the lesser being. Oof. That. You know, I going back to the whole anime thing. I just imagine you being the person off in the corner with a shadow of like a rain cloud over their head over this conversation.
And anyway, why we have world records is because pride.
I mean, yeah.
Because most humans want to be better at something than everyone else. So pride.
Definitely an interesting thing at times. So we'll get all the curative horns.
You know, it's too bad they weren't here for the conversation we had yesterday, Tyler. Because we were streaming.
Yes, I definitely remember which particular conversation we're talking about. We had a couple conversations, so I'm not sure which one.
Just, how I ended up with a hole in my finger.
Oh yeah, that, yeah.
Really, is that the origin of the Guinness World Record? Fascinating.
See, I feel like that's one of those like like not tall tales, but like the whole like, oh yeah, was done because of this, but when in like reality it's just something else, like a lot more mundane.
And I don't currently have a hole in my hand. It was a hole that I managed to get in my finger.
Yeah.
Hole, crevice, take your pick of definitions.
Yeah. Because that's the thing that she can apparently accidentally do.
Yep. How do they interpret finger as hand? Those are two, like, more or less separate things.
I mean, look, it's same location. I could see how that could happen. A whole hand? Rest of... Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but anytime anyone says hand, I always think of, like, more the palm area.
Yeah, no, accidentally managed to do this, yes. You wanna know what the real kicker about it is? There was no blood, apparently.
Yep.
Because again, this is normal.
It only happened once.
Once for what happened is way more than enough.
I'm not bloodless, it's just... Look,
Bloodless.
I mean, you know, I often joke that I am heartless, but, you know, we're gonna move past that, dark joke anyway. Anyway, but basically, I have an oral fixation, and unfortunately, my fingers are just kind of like the best things to chew on, so over the span of a few weeks, I managed to dig a bit of a hole, crevice, whatever, inside of one of my fingers. So because it was done so slowly, there wasn't any blood. It's now gone. I do not currently have that crevice anymore, but, you know, that's just a thing.
Because again, that makes it better somehow.
It's fine! It's fine, I don't know why you're being weird.
Why I'm being weird?
Yeah.
That's not the way this works.
You know, I could have sworn at some point you had 120,000 euro. How the fuck did you end up back at 40,000 euro?
Oh, I bought all the monster parts.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll actually call it here, though, for now. If we need to do more, we'll do it near the end of the next segment. So.
Okay. Oh, wow. I have not been paying one lick of attention to what the fuck you've been doing, but I'm like, we are literally right back where we started.
Yeah, no, occasionally the monster parts to buy like 60 or 70 of them is like 30k.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anyway, onward to Ruach.
Yeah, probably. Probably about an hour. But I've got almost all the food that I'll hopefully ever need. So I think it works out all in the end. And we gotta have some lovely conversations for our troubles.
Okay, where are we at? Checkpoint. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be forced to kill the Gull Seaside Way monster before you enter into Ruan, but if you are, well, just know you can kill it.
Yeah, they definitely have set up some of these monsters in the pathways that you're going to be taking on purpose.
Yep. Oh, save! Yeah, that's a good point. I'll rest I save.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get to Minoria Village. Okay. Wild to think there'd be people on the roads at a time like this. Well, you'll have to keep yourself safe, I'm afraid. I hate to say it, but we've got our hands full. I mean, I'd say that's understandable.
Hey, ship.
So you're bracers, right? You can probably tell by looking at us, but our patrol ship's currently grounded. We requested rescue, but who knows how long that'll take. Yeah, that's a little awkward. I always forget you gotta go down this way the first time around through here.
I mean, it's almost like you have a map that you could have referenced or something.
Yeah. It is an option. Oh yeah, definitely in the way. Definitely in the way.
So it is. Alright, well, go find it. And if you die, I will tell you the strat.
Okay, so these are Vogel 911X's, patrol droid developed by the Society. Cool. Balancing Clowns by 13 Factories. Okay. Poor Tita. Oh.
Yes, I do believe you did touch all the chests in this area. Just not in the entire game.
Yep, just not in the entire game. Do that for the Sepith. Whew. Adds a lot of damage that they did not take. That's unfortunate. Works out that I can do that quicker. Boo, Alder, boo. We'll see if I can make that happen.
So,
No, that was a bad move. Yeah.
do you want to know what is to come in this region?
Chaos.
Actually, yes. You're not far off the mark.
I was afraid of that.
Well, basically, we have 2 monsters to kill for side quests, and then we have a hidden quest at the Genis Royal Academy.
A hidden quest there?
A hidden quest.
Okay.
And it's gonna be fun.
From the way you say that, I don't think it will be.
It's just a lot of, like, going around and searching things.
Fair.
With maybe potentially 1 party member.
Okay, that's less neat.
Touch all the things. That's what I'm trying to make him do.
Didn't quite kill that one.
Although, I would honestly just recommend just doing the other monsters since we don't have enough time to do the hidden quest anyway, depending on the cutscenes.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh!
unfortunate.
Rip?
Oh, okay.
1,000 just so little now. Like, 1,000 used to be somewhat decent, and now it just does so little.
Well, the problem is apparently those guys can petrify you.
I meant, like, it...
Yes, yes, they're reviving.
Okay, thank you. See, Tito is slowly catching up to us.
Tito learned satellite beam.
Oh! Tyler?
We need to go find the other monster.
Funny enough, it's actually at the Saffirel Tower.
Good. Well, we're gonna go rest at the hotel real quick.
Cool, cool. Actually, that does bring a point. How the fuck are we supposed to cross the bridge?
Row your boat. Should I stop in the guild?
Yeah, might as well. Let's just get the cutscenes out of the way then. I'll just make a note that we have to look at Tito's new S-Craft.
Yeah. Yes, what can I do for... Ah.
Hey, Jean.
I'm glad to see you're well. Estelle and Joshua. I see you're both safe. Thank Adios. All this madness started while you were at the tower, so I was worried that something had happened.
Thanks for worrying, Jean. Last I checked, we managed to come out of it with most of our limbs intact. Somehow. On a serious note, though, it looks like Ruan's been hit hard.
You've got that right. We're in a ridiculous mess right now. The second we saw that massive whatever it is above the lake, all our orbits stopped working. The new mayor, Mr. Norman, is struggling to keep up with it all. Honestly, if it weren't for the clergy from the church and the members of the Ravens helping, the town would be a wreck.
I'm sorry. Did you say the Ravens are helping out?
Oh yes, right after the orbits stopped working, when everything really started going to hell, they stepped in to help keep order. Right now, we've got them working as volunteer bracers temporarily.
I get it. So, they finally found the will to do it, huh?
Of course, it's just been one catastrophe after another. For starters, this whole thing just had to happen while Langland Bridge was up, naturally.
I know, right?
Thanks to that, you can only cross the river via paddleboat ferry right now.
Oh man. Guess there's no other way if the bridge is stuck.
Ultimately, I don't think the city can keep this up for very long. I'd like to put some kind of relief plan together with other branches in the army. But with the phones not working, at best we have written mail and the roads are a mess. I should not have come here yet.
What's up?
I forgot about the phone thing. I think we can help on that front, Jean. We have just the thing. I read for you, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I was kind of paused as to like, why wouldn't you have wanted to come here?
Because I'm giving up ZFG now.
Well, oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
That
okay,
being said, Estelle's the one losing it.
If it makes you feel any better, you had to do this before you could go do the hidden quest at Genis Royal Academy anyway.
That does help. So Estelle's gonna be the one losing it.
That's fair.
Ultimately. You can what? You have what? Let's get you up to speed. Estelle explained recent events about the zero field generator. I get it. Figures that thing has something to do with the society. Being able to use the phone would be a huge help, though. Could you set that up right now? Choose member to remove zero field generator from. Estelle removed her zero field generator. Arts are now unavailable.
Oh, this feels wrong.
Okay, all done.
Tita flipped the switch on the phone. It works.
That should work fine now. You, won't be able to call anyone until their phones work, though.
Oh man, this is just what we needed. Having a working phone is like mana from Adios at a time like this. I could kiss you all and Professor Russell right now.
Aww. It's, a nice sentiment, at least.
Well, at this point, it's time to put our worry feet back on the road and help the other guild houses. Need help with anything before we go?
Right, Check the postings on the board if you could. Also, if you could check the places outside the city limits like the orphanage and the school, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I can see how you'd need a patrol at a time like this.
We'll keep an eye out as best we can. Thanks. With the phone fixed, you can call the team from another branch to Ruan. If you wish to call them, select Call Allies when speaking to Jean.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, cool. Contact them, have them report here. Cool. 5. Cool.
Okay. Did you want to go fight the Sephiroth Tower monster and then
Yeah.
save outside?
Ah,
Hey, how's it going? We're helping direct the citizens just like we're told. The bridge is out of order, so if you're heading to the south block, you gotta take a boat from the hotel. The other members are all holding up their positions too. There's a surprising lot of dedicated guys in our group. Yeah, they're doing good. If you see anyone slacking off, come tell me immediately. I'll give them a good punch. Yeah.
well, that's a surprise. You really are working hard.
You guys. Hey, been a while. How about it, Estelle? You already heard about our great deeds and shit, yeah?
Yep, Jean told me. Apparently you guys helped stop the panic in the city before it got out of control.
Yeah, it was Rocco's idea. We've taken up patrolling the city and guiding citizens. So, you guys are like a neighborhood watch or something? Nah, nothing that formal. We were just having a meeting about the future of our gang. We started it on our own and we're not causing trouble for anyone. Of course, by doing this, we'll be helping the guild a bit.
Yeah, go for it.
We appreciate the help. Anyway, we've still got a meeting. If you want to go to the south block, use the ferry. There's a dock in the basement of the hotel. Well, see ya.
Alright, now you know where to go.
So nice.
There was panic at the disco, oh my god.
Oh lord.
Oh, this must be...
This must be the ferry Jean mentioned. You kids looking to cross over to the other side?
Yes, we'd like to, but, how much does it cost exactly?
No fare, miss, by order of the mayor. The wait's going to be about half an hour or so, though. This whole thing's been murder on the residents, let me tell you.
Aw, that's almost forever.
Half hour ain't bad.
I know, right? Half an hour is pretty chill. Well, considering it has to ferry both ways, there's not much for it, I suppose.
Well, how about it, Estelle? Shall we cross over?
Waiting is evil.
Oh. I'm just gonna screenshot this dialogue prompt. Anyhow, I assume we're crossing over, right?
Yeah, if you want to go to Starfrill Tower, yeah, because I mean we'll have to hop back over. I'm assuming. Doesn't look like there's any other way across, so.
Let's get in line then.
I assume this won't be an issue. Probably should have looked before I did that. Yeah, no, because yeah, the guide that I collected from was like, oh, do Saffron Tower and then the Genocide quest. So cool. We're good.
Sorry for the wait. It's your turn next. Onto the boat. Now, come on.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know, I like that they complained about half an hour of waiting, but literally the daytime doesn't change.
Right? Okay, so go ahead. Start making our way down here.
Making our way downtown. I imagine it's just gonna be right outside the fucking tower.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Alright, did you wanna... Well, I mean, I didn't think... I don't know if it's gonna be, like, how long the fight's gonna last, so...
Let's go for it.
Okay. I like how that you moved to the
I
side
know.
you go today.
I'm so aware.
Alright, well, good luck. As always, if you die, I'll tell you the strat.
I appreciate it. Craft. Satellite beam.
Oh yeah, Tina's new thing!
And here we go.
Okay, not as monologue as Chloe's, but I love the fact that she can just summon a satellite to shoot a beam at them.
Right. Like, that's dreadfully impressive.
I love her!
Oh, why did it do that?
Oh! You know, I kind of wish when you did, like, the whole aerial storm thing, that it would actually shuffle up the enemies on where they are. I think that would be
Yeah.
fun. Yay, Joshua's alive.
Oh, why? Oh, motherfucker. That's bad. Oh, okay. Okay, this is fine. Oh. Right, like, the fact that they have a satellite is hilarious and concerning. I'm glad it's there, but I don't know why it should be there. Motherfucker bird. Motherfuckers. That bird goes away. These guys are very tanky and I'm very concerned.
And to think, you haven't even fought the monster on the top of the tower yet.
Yeah. We're just gonna do this, because why not? Yep, called allies. Thunderbolt, okay.
Missed. Well, they missed one. When you said they were tanky, you weren't fucking lying. Jesus Christ. Die.
Yeah. Yeah. And there we go.
Alright.
Not
Might
done
I
yet.
recommend use items to build yourself back up before facing the tower?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Also, I mean, you have to pretty much leave soon anyway, so if you, I would recommend we wrap up pretty soon before you go take on the tower.
Joshua learned Evil Eye EX.
Oh shit.
Apparently there are still moves I can learn.
I knew that one. Because Tina's gonna learn a new thing.
Yeah, tower's gonna be next time, I think.
Yeah.
But we did some good work today. We had some good times.
Good conversations.
Yeah.
Totally did not scar anyone at all.
Yep, no scarring. None whatsoever. Stretching is good to do every once in a while.
You know, I hear that. I don't know if I believe it.
Oh, so we'll wrap up here. I don't think we'll continue later, but we are going to try to start a little earlier in the day tomorrow. What time do you think you'd be interested in starting around?
Do you want an actual answer to that, Tyler?
I'm assuming any time then.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, we'll see whenever I wake up and get my ass in gear then.
That's basically what all I have to wait for is you to get your ass into gear.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Thank you for joining Alderoth. Thank you for joining Dane. It's always a pleasure to have your guys' company. Always makes the time a little bit more enjoyable. So,
It's definitely more interesting.
you know, I probably will have dreams. Yeah, it does tend to work out that way. If it continues, I'll be sure to update. You all take care. Have a good night.